Oh yeah, where's the house again? What's that? What's that? Chilling? What's good? What's good? Cooler? Already.
Crazy, man. It's really crazy, man. But you know, hey, it's just, man. Hey. What really I don't know what to say, man, because the guy came out. This is what I'm appalled about. If we all deer hunting, right? And Q, you shoot 4 times. I shoot, you know what I'm saying, 10 at the deer. I might, you know, hey, this deer might get away. It was a really big buck, 15 point or whatever. And then Eddie shoots 32 times. What are you trying to do to the deer? Obliterate it? You know what I mean? We laughing, but it's not even funny. Think about it. He shot a human being 32 times from point blank range, pretty much.
Just to go at you. 10% of all bullets fired in New York City happened that day. 10%. If you put that in perspective, there are millions and millions of people that live in New York City, and there are hundreds of thousands of times that bullets should be fired. And these particular guys they were unarmed, and they get shot 51 times.
Crazy.
And the sad thing also about this is not the first time New York cops have been acquitted for this type of nonsense. Back in '99, a gentleman by the name of Dial was in his home, and they mistook his wallet for a gun and shot him 41 times, and they were acquitted. This nonsense has to stop. The police have to be held accountable for their actions. First of all, the police do a fantastic job most of the time, and I would not want their job. Would you want their job, Rick?
Nah, that's all right. My uncle was about to be a cop here in Raleigh. He passed the test and everything, and just, you know what I'm saying?
My father was a police officer for a little while. But the thing is,
cops regular people too, though.
They are regular
people. At the end of the day, if they walk up on the car, and I'm saying Georgia, because every time I'm watching those shows, Hot Pursuits or whatever, Georgia is like a hotbed for dope dealers or people speeding or whoever, bank robbers, whoever trying to get away. So Georgia, it's always something county in Georgia. That stretch must be a mother, because they anyway, Georgia, if you coming up Q, you on patrol, 2 o'clock in the morning, you see a black Silverado truck drive by, and you go pull them over, tinted windows, smoke black, and you walk up on the car. Which in your mind, all your training is supposed to come up. But then as a human being, what are you thinking? You thinking, I'm trying to go home tonight, right? Right or wrong? All right, but look, this is a totally different situation. But look, no, yeah, all right. But what I'm telling you is this: if Flick, he's standing right behind you, right? Now I ain't even gonna say Flick, but if a guest, we got some guests in the lobby right now. If one of them comes up right behind you right now, you looking right at me and just smack the taste out your mouth. Like, what will be your first reaction? Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, but what I'm telling you is this. If you walk up on that car and the guy rolled the window down and make a quick movement, now I'm not stepping up for the cops and say 52, they shot this man, they murdered him, cold blood. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't there, we weren't there, but what I'm saying is a human being, he puts on that uniform, like my dad fights fire. You know what I'm saying? When he goes in, sometimes his training, it's not training, it's just instinct and it's natural, like, so if they trigger happy, of course, by the time, but he unloaded a clip quick and then filled it up and unloaded it, you know what I'm saying, again, so, I mean, there's got to be some kind of investigation, but I'm just saying, what I'm saying is in all instances, your training is not going to be, you know what I'm saying, it's not going to come into effect. It should, but you can never judge how someone's going to act under a certain situation in these training. So I mean, like you said, when I get pulled over, my dad always told me this when I was young. When I was 15, 16, cut the car off, hold your hands, both hands out the window, and drop the keys. Because the cop that knows, look, I'm unarmed. Both my hands were out the window. You understand what I'm saying? They had my dad in the street on New Year's Eve, grown man, you know what I'm saying, laying in the street because they thought he stole a car. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and they had their guns drawn on him. He thought he was going to die. So imagine how many Rodney Kings, if this guy didn't get publicized like that, just imagine how many of these instances that get caught on tape these days, cell phones, video recorders, that go unpublicized. How many people that's been in these backwoods or been somewhere and get stopped and get the living crap beat out of them and no one says nothing? You know what I'm saying? That's got to be a scary feeling. Well, this could be you, this could be me, like you said.
Well, that was a great point. A great point, because I've been in that situation myself. And I think part of this has to do with racial profiling. I think a lot of it does. Because I was in Greensboro, North Carolina, 16-year-old.
Yo, the Greensboro?
Listen. And I'm about to tell you about that. 16 years old, I'm going to a summer basketball league, but I have to go pick up my mama. We share one car, right? Long story short, unbeknownst to me, somebody robbed a bank. I'm going to pick up my mama with my blue Dodgers cap and my little white 84 Cavalier, right? I see these cops behind me. It's like 3 of them. I'm thinking, first of all, I just started driving like 4 months ago. So I'm thinking to myself, why are these guys following me? I'm not speeding. So they pull me over. And they don't say nothing. They get the bullhorn out. Now I'm 16. I'm just getting stopped for the first time. Pull the bullhorn out on me and say, look, just like Rick said, stop the car, take your keys out, throw them out the window, and put your hands out. I'm like, first of all, I've seen traffic stops before. This is what's running through my mind. I've seen traffic stops before. My uncle got stopped for speeding. He didn't have to do none of this. Why they mess with me like this? So I do what they tell me to do, scared to death. They come up to the car, guns drawn. And I know we got a caller, but guns drawn real quick to finish the story. Don't tell me anything.